Pip, pip, and cheerio. I'm Sandy Maxx, and I am psyched to invite you to join me for a trip in October called The Beatles and More, an England adventure. England is one of my all-time happy places. I have been there at least 10 times since 1996. I've enjoyed London, I've enjoyed Liverpool, but now we're going to explore some other locations together. We're going to hit Beatles landmarks in London and Liverpool, and we're going to go to Windsor and tour the castle there. We're also going to make stops in Oxford at Stonehenge. Yes, the prehistoric stone configuration. We're also going to stroll through Stratford-upon-Avon, where Shakespeare was born, and we're going to ride through the Cotswolds, and we're going to go to a town called Bath, which has wonderful Georgian architecture. So if you want more information, go ahead and email me, sandy@wtmj.com. That's SANDY at WTMJ.com. I can email you the brochure, you can browse, and you can make your plans to join me. We're gonna have a great time. I'm thrilled that I get to be your personal tour guide through some of my favorite spots in London and Liverpool, and then adventure with an official English tour guide. We're gonna get there nonstop, land in London, and we're gonna go to one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's called Bermondsey. It's just south of the Thames, so just south of Tower of London. You know where the famous looking Tower Bridge is that everybody calls London Bridge. It's really called Tower Bridge. Well, it's just at the base there by City Hall. So we will roam through Borough Market and that neighborhood on a secret food tour. King Charles III just got his crown in Westminster Abbey. That is one of the spots that we are going to tour. We're also going to have a glass of bubbly on the London Eye as we overlook London. And it's called The Beatles and More, so it wouldn't be perfect if we didn't stop at some Beatles landmarks. So we're going to walk across the crosswalk at Abbey Road. I'll show you where Paul McCartney's house is, and we'll visit some other Beatles landmarks. In Liverpool, we're going to see some of the Fab Four's famous landmarks like Strawberry Fields and some of their childhood homes. And we're also going to tour some Beatles museums, and we're going to have Run of the Beatles Story Museum all to ourselves one of the evenings there. We're going to go to the Cavern Club, and we're even going to stay at a Beatles-themed hotel in Liverpool. So those are just the first couple of days. Then off we go. It's such a big brochure. I have multiple pages. So email me, sandy@wtmj.com, so you can get your own. Day 4, we go to Windsor. We're going to tour the castle, see how the royals live. And we're also going to go through Tower of London and see where the crown jewels are. So we're going to be in that London area before we go to Liverpool and experience all of the Beatlesness. I'll show you one of my personal favorite stops. I'm going to take you to the pub that John Lennon used to hang out with all of his art school friends. We are going to have a lot of fun in Liverpool. Then we're going to explore other parts of England. We're going to take a coach ride through the Cotswolds, which is known as just this picturesque English countryside, picture perfect. We're going to roll through there, and then we're going to go to Oxford, one of the oldest universities in the world, stroll the campus, and also tour an ancient cathedral there. It's like the smallest cathedral in England. And if you ever watch PBS like I do, Inspector Lewis and Inspector Morse, that's where all of their mysteries and crimes are. We're also going to stroll through Shakespeare's birthplace, Stratford-upon-Avon. So we're going to get that history of England. We are going to Stonehenge. We're going to frolic like the pagans around the prehistoric, I think it's the ultimate classic rock. Actually, I have this little advertisement from a magazine I've saved since a teenager, and it says Stonehenge, known for its rock groups. So we're going to enjoy the ultimate classic rock, prehistoric rock formation at Stonehenge. Then we're going to go see how rocks put together as bricks make beautiful architecture. There's a town called Bath. It's spelled Bath, but it's Bath, and it was founded by ancient Romans, so there's a lot of history there. But then there's also this beautiful architecture called Georgian architecture that you'll recognize from country homes. And then we're also going to drive through and visit a village called Lacock, Lacock. I think I'm saying it right. But you want to go here and get some photos because this is a village where Harry Potter movies have been filmed. And if you're as big of a Downton Abbey fan as I am, if you saw the first movie, the king has this big parade through a village. That's the same village that they filmed those scenes. So I'm looking forward to going to that village and taking some pictures where movies have been made. That is just a sample. I could talk for a 90-minute video about all these sites that I'm excited about, but instead, email me. Get in on this trip. Experience it with me. sandy@wtmj.com is the email. I would love to share this English experience with you. It truly is one of my happy places. I have been to England at least 10 times, and I'm looking forward to going back. with you. Email me, sandy@wtmj.com, and join me on The Beatles and More, an England adventure.